Last month, Apple announced that there are over 650,000 apps in their iOS App Store. Over 10% of those apps are in the education category. The iPad in particular is crushing it in this field. Now, the consequences of so many apps has caused a few key problems. When we interview parents, we find that they have two main problems. How do they know which apps to choose? And how do they know if their child is actually benefiting from the app that they've chosen? For developers, on the other hand, they have their own set of problems. How can they get their apps found in such a crowded marketplace? Also, how do they know who's actually playing their apps so that they can then customize those apps to be more for that age group and that type of child? Introducing Family Play. We make an in-app recommendation engine that helps parents of children aged 2 to 8 years old find great apps for their child based on a number of data points unique to their child. We also provide the parents with stats of how their child is progressing in the various apps and what they are actually learning from each app. We do all of this by providing a free SDK for developers to use in their own children's games and educational apps, which allows them to cross-promote their other apps and to share in an advertising revenue stream. The SDK creates and handles the back end for their apps, as well as helping parents to be able to see how their children are doing in apps and to be able to choose new apps. While we have a few competitors out there that are working on some parts of these problems, we feel that they're approaching the solution in the wrong way. The thing that sets us apart is that our focus is not only on helping the parents, but also on strongly helping the developers. This kind of system is useless without the developers implementing it in their apps, and our solution provides promotion and the option of a new revenue stream for developers, which gives us an advantage in building a bigger user base with more apps and more parents signed up. Also, the way we calculate the recommendations is totally different than purely just educators saying that an app is good. We ourselves make money by selling featured app ads in our recommendation engine to larger developers who are looking to promote their app out there quickly with a large install base. This is done on both a CPM model and a cost per install model. We are currently finishing up our prototype, which we will launch on the iOS App Store in the next 6 weeks to test for traction and to get customer feedback before launching the SDK widely to developers. We have already approached and received interest from 5 separate developers and believe that this is a viable model that will help developers achieve their outcomes and, most importantly, make parents' life easier. For parents, we are like a good teacher, giving them recommendations to help their child to learn. For developers, we are like Flurry for educational apps. Family Play has a unique solution for dealing with the clutter on the App Store and the worries of parents wondering whether apps are actually helping their child or not. Overall, our aim is to make parents' lives easier and help developers in the process. Family Play for finding children's apps.